Hello and welcome back to another Casual Night Chit Chat show. Whew. Well, for today, okay, I need to fix a few things. I need to fix a few things before we begin. Obviously, there we go. First thing to fix is the Unity stuff. That's right. Okay, cool. I knew something was off. Hey there, Daily Buddha. Welcome to the stream. First thing housekeeping is that no, I need to launch. Okay, so hold on a sec while I clean up my my desktop because I am still coding a few things and to launch brawlers, and then we have a new drop incoming that is for next week. It is final already. I don't think I can do anything. Probably I can do one or two more, you know, input, I won't say input, but fixes for before Monday for the weekend. And that's about it. I don't think I have enough time to do anything else because the development is taking a lot of time off from the modeling, and I have a few checklists per se that I need to get it done. Yep. So first thing first, let's switch to this while we wait for brawlers to start off. And the first thing is I need to fix. So I got almost everything done as of yesterday, but a few things I need to fix. And of course, we have our incoming drop for Tuesday, which is this guy over here. Probably just edit a little bit more, depending on Daily Buddha's approval. Right? What do you think? Ta-da! Yeah, there's just a few more things to clean up, like a bit more smoother modeling and whatnot. But then again, it's kind of boxy-ish, so maybe. Yeah, I just need to get it right. Okay, so that's that. And so yeah, so the question is, do I want to put Deadly Diamond? Because right now this top here is just Deadly Diamond, DD. I want to put DDB, but that's actually you could DDB somewhere around there. But yeah, so this is for Daily Buddha. That's for you. You will get a one-of-one version with your own avatar, right? So the avatar will be your own color, and that's that. That's the current build that I have so far. All right, so everything cleaned up a little bit. Cool. Game dev is there. Brawlers is up. Next up is okay. Cool. So everything is here. Now what I need to do next is great. I messed up a bit. All right, cool. There we go. I need to fix one small little problem, and that is attack detection. Yeah, it's a mouthful. So once we get that done, I think next week we're gonna do I won't say dry run, but we will do a dry run for next week for season 1. Okay. And hey there, Lou, welcome to the stream. And of course, I want to you know what? No. I'm gonna say no to myself first. I will withhold the title reveal until next week. I just have a few more things I want to put it a little bit, and we will get it going. Yeah, just a few more small little pieces per se. Yeah, I already have. I just need to double check the title though. Yeah, because I already have a title in my mind. I already have the story to begin. Not say beginning, the proper story for Project ACG, and we will commence on with that title, and it's gonna be interesting. Well, hopefully it is interesting for me and for you as well. So that's that, and that's it. That's the housekeeping for this episode. We've really gone through all the things that we need to talk about. So before I forget, so not say early, the previous episode I wanted to do something like yeah, okay, I want to put 7-3. Instead I played 7-8 instead. Yeah, 7-3 because I want to cash in the flags over here. Let's see if I regret. The answer is I regret. I really want to cash in that. Okay, so we want, okay, so the new gameplay. So the previous season 0 gives me enough information on the gameplay. The gameplay is fairly visual. I think that's the wrong word though. Overall for the game that I made for using Twitch chat, it's good. Right? It's good, but can be better. And the can be better is I want to put it a little, not say a little bit more. So I really tackled the main key build for Twitch chat. Right? Simple as that. So we want to move forward next. To move forward next, what I want to do is I want to tackle the Brawl for All game mechanic. And that would be interesting. That would be interesting for sure. That's why I want to do a little bit of breakdown later. And then we will build the game. Do note this is my interpretation on Brawl for All. Now, obviously, Brawl for All is, I would say, it's heavily reliant on RNG. That's the part that I'm not. I'm okay with it in the beginning, but I think we can make it better. Sort of. Oh. Man, I can't punch in. I don't have the cards. I really don't have the cards. So the next one I have to punch in. I could do a 2. Ooh. Okay. Might emphasize on might. If we can pull this off. Yeah, this is a two-hand play, okay? It's a two-hand play. Let's see if I can pull this off. Let's see. Because that's a 5. That's a 5. Oh no. Am I dead? I'm dead. Most likely I'm dead. But no? Yeah, I called. Most likely I'm dead. Tied! I'm dead by, oh no, by HP. Dead by HP. GG. Yeah, I had an 8 to put in, but I want to do a two-hand play because I need to do this, and then I will. Where was I? Yeah, no, it's a two-hand play because I was trying. Can I dodge this? Not say dodge this. Can I get the hit here and then? It's kinda too. Yeah, but anyway, that's cool. I wouldn't take less than that. Alright. Okay, so I need to double check a few things. Make sure we get everything up and running. Alright, cool. Swap everything to the latest build. Okay. Anyway, so to kick things off, let's talk a little bit about how Brawl for All mechanic work, to my understanding. So we have a lot of RNG based stuff on Brawl for All. Now let's deconstruct a little bit and let's see if it's fun, or how does the team want to do Brawl for All. But then again, I'm gonna throw everything away and I'm gonna talk about how I think Brawl for All should work. So the early version of Brawl for All, or the last known version that I played for Brawl for All, is that we need to buy a ticket, and then depending on whether we get the full amount of players, and then they brawl, and then of course last man standing wins the pot. Okay, now the problem is that we need to buy a ticket. That is problem number one. truth to be told, not everyone wants to buy a ticket to play. That's number one. That's the number one issue to begin with. Number two, if let's say we remove the ticket buying thing, now is it unfortunately, because the game is heavily reliant on the X amount of people to join, that makes Brawl for All a little bit, I would say, boring. Boring for most people, because it's just how do I put it this way? Not to say there's no incentive. All right, partially there's no incentive to play. And before we talk about incentive or not, is that it's just putting your brawler versus another person's brawl. It's like free for all, but the question is, how do you control? And that's where, yeah, so the problem is we don't have enough events, right? Weekly events and stuff to begin with. Simple as that. That's the reason why I was pushing for weekly event, and now we have a weekly community event. That's fantastic. In fact, they should run the Brawl for All during, right, all this weekly community event. It's just no-brainer in my opinion. So that's for event-wise, right? For people to participate. Now, with that aside, the next thing is, how does the game play? Unfortunately, it is something that you cannot control, and that is what I was experimenting on my Twitch chatbot. I want to challenge the 8. 8, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I want to okay, let's rewind a little bit. Because there is no control to your brawlers, it makes the game a little bit, yeah, I would say a little bit boring, right? Because looking at Twitchy Tides, that's one where people can join in, have fun, and they can have simple commands to, you know, play around. Brawl for All should be built to that type. At least, right? At least give people a little bit of control, and I think the best way to do it is, unfortunately, is through Twitch stream, because that's the only way I can think of, because I'm following another game. In fact, that's the first type of game that I played of. It's called Marble Race. So Marble Race is a little bit more similar to Brawl for All. You enter the race, and then randomization, random outcome, see who gets first place or last place or whatnot. And that game is okay as a supplementary game, not a main game, where I found out later, like yeah, for main game, yeah, Marble Race is boring, because it's just no fun compared to games like Twitchy Tides. Another game that I used to play, in fact I started off with, that is Critter Grot. Same as Twitchy Tides, same exact formula. You enable Twitch chat, and then you can use the chat bot to do all the fancy dancy moves and whatnot. So there we go. 3-3 against my 5-6. Ooh, that's ballsy. Ballsy and saucy. Alright, okay, so that's that. And with that, so the first thing I went to build, right? The first thing I went to build was, actually I want to challenge. You know what? I want to challenge. Haha, gotcha. Where was I? Yeah. So the first challenge for me was to build a chatbot, a Twitch chatbot, where I successfully built it. In fact, I have a game. Oh my goodness. I have one game. It's called, unironically, it's called Bootleg Brawlers. It's hilarious. Ah, dang it. I played the wrong one. Oh, partially, because I want to challenge and I for one. I should play regular hand because I can dominate. Ooh, that's not good. Why do I have to play 5-1 again? Hold on a sec. Let me focus on this two hand. I can dodge probably. No dodge? Oh no no. No. I want to be ballsy and put that. No, 5-5. Because if I fold that, I can bring out certain. Oh, wow, really nothing. Nothing for me. Okay, all right, let's go for it. The previous gambit was a failure. Was a failure. Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing to go against. GG. I want to roll a little bit, but what are the coincidences? I saw a 5, like, oh, okay, let's challenge. Let's challenge. GG. This is really my fault. Okay. Where was I? Where was I? Okay. So yeah. All right. So we create a graph. We need Twitch chatbot. Create my own Twitch chatbot. I have a Bootleg Brawlers. And then what else? What the heck? Yeah, no, I was challenging. I played the 5-1 to challenge your 5 question mark. Yeah. Like I said, it's my fault. But then again, it was okay. It was okay. It was a gambit. Because I could have 5-5. Yeah, probably I can play 3 more hands. Or I 3 more, not 3 more hands. 2 more chance to cycle my hand to try to get an 8. Yeah, but I want to end with a 5-1 to see if it works, but failed. And then I took too much damage. Failed and took too much damage. Oh, did we? Yeah. All right, cool. We queued up. Okay, so now we have our Twitch chat working. I did a few extensive tests last year. Worked flawlessly. I did a few tests as well for this early this year, especially season 0. It worked exactly what I want to. So we're gonna move on to the next stage, and that is we're gonna start implementing the Brawl for All or Twitchy type style. All right, arena. Yeah, I'm gonna call it arena brawler because you're gonna go into the arena and then you just fight it off. Now the question is, there are a few things we need to take note of, and we're gonna talk about that when we dissect a little bit about brawlers. So before we begin, I want to wait for halftime show so that I'm just setting up the whole entire thing because I'm also doing some debugging on the side. Okay, yes, everything is everything is up there. Okay. Do this. I'm going through the script a little bit. So apply damage universal. Okay, yeah. Okay, got hit. Wow, 5757. I didn't bet. That's the thing because I was busy typing one extra code into it. Ooh. Probably I take quite a lot. No, I reset though. I will reset the hand. Oh no. No, I want to play like a 3-some. Oh, I should have played 3-2, right? Play the 3-2 to see if I can punch, see if I can sneak in. Ah, no. Okay, anyway, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Go for it. 3838. Come on, show me. 3838. Unfortunately, power meter 3, I take too much damage. Hey there, Nemo. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Universal. All right, cool. So damage registered. Fantastic. Now we're gonna move on to the next stage. Is apply. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, so we're gonna work on a new attack. We're gonna work on a new attack logic. Now the difference is, problem is, oh no. Okay, good. I was about to think, it's like, oh, would I get into a flex? Okay, yes, new attack logic, because previously I'm using a very hacked version of my own game AI logic, but now it's changed already. Okay, yeah, like I said, halftime we will go and talk a little bit about. Actually, don't need halftime. So for Brawl for All, let's break down. Let's break down some of the key aspect of the brawlers. So brawlers stats, all right, it's tied to the amount of collection of assets that you hold in your wallet. Now that's okay in my opinion. That's okay-ish, but the problem is that because you have no control, so it becomes a pay-to-win platform. I'm gonna challenge this hand. And that being a little not to say I don't like pay to win. On one end, I really don't like pay to win. It takes away lots of skill away from it, but okay, but some games are a little bit reliant on not say pay to win. Like if you have, oh, I was almost about to bet, and I decided to go cold feet a little bit. And, oh, I just realized my HP is not enough. I just realized my HP is not enough, so I need to play a two-hand play. Can I punch in a two-hand play? All right, first hand wins. Now the next hand, I need to... Okay, the next hand is very dependent. Very card dependent. I want to play 5-5, but can we play 5? Okay, good. We're gonna play a 5-6. Now the next thing is I need to guess if this is a flex hand or not. I would say this is slightly below the flex, so I'm gonna fold. That's what Daily Diamond 1-2 expect from me. Oh, dang it. I was talking too much. Yeah, so okay, cool. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to fold my hand. That's not cool. That's not cool. Because that's the Hail Mary part. GG. I took my sweet time to talk. But if this is a fold, and that's a terrible hand in my opinion. Yeah, if this is a fold, I had a bad hand. Alright. This one I got beat down by bad RNG in a way. Okay, where was I? So we have RNG base, pay to win. Not a big fan of pay to win. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of pay to win. Not a big fan. So the question is, how do we balance that part? The answer is I kind of have a few ideas, but I don't want to go to that direction first, because what we want to do is we want to build a game that's fun to play first. So in that case, very simple. We're gonna have a few, okay, I won't say items, but we can simulate this style of not say game mechanic, whereby you get, okay, no, before we go to that part, so everything has a percentage. So for example, when you fight against before we fight against someone, we have HP base, So HP will scale according to how many assets that you have. And what we want to do is we want to write that down. Right, hey there, Daily Buddha. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. So with that, we're going to move on to the halftime show. So we're going to bring out a few stats out. So stats number 1, HP. Stat number 2, attack. Stat number 3, evasion. Now the question about evasion is, how do you evade? That's the question. How do you evade? Do you evade on the attack, which means so we're gonna call it dodge, right? So we're gonna put in dodge, and then we have crit. Now crit, and so critical is, it's a very RPG-esque stats, and when you have critical, you have two stats, right? Critical rate and critical damage. Or critical chance, right? Critical rate and critical chance, same thing. So in total, we have HP, attack, dodge, crit, and crit damage. We have five stats. And is that stats enough to simulate? I think we have more than enough for the first build for season 1. Okay, so with that, we're gonna start doing a few small little things. First thing first, I want to get this thing up and running. Is I want to know that my enemy does register any of the attacks. So we want to go to, come on, I can't click. Oh no. Oh no. Did I lose no, I didn't lose control. Oh wow, I did lose control. Okay, good. Yep, there we go. Game. All right, cool. So before we go into the stats stuff, because we're gonna build in a little bit, what I need to know is when this character attack, it should register something. Okay, cool, done. Okay, now that's great. And next thing I need to do is okay, there we go. Now when we got attacked, all right, default face, hand pose, okay, angry face, eyes, default angry eyes. Okay, cool. Now before we do anything, I need to, if you realize, yeah, let's play it. Dizzy eyes. Okay, I think this is the reason why. Dizzy eyes, dizzy face. I think that's the reason. Dizzy eyes, dizzy face. Okay. This thing over here. So what we're gonna do is add one more. Eyes. Close you. Yes, okay. This is dizzy eyes, face. Okay. Pick. So if this works, then I can start implementing a few things. Okay, cool. Okay, most important thing, when it hits, it should show. No. Okay, I need to see this. Avatar. Okay, time to bring up my script. Hello, where is my script? Yeah, all right, switch to big overlay. And switch. Okay, cool. Got hit. All right, cool. That's all I care. And then when we get hit, it will tell a script to say, hey, please play this animation. I need to get that animation up. Animation event, which is this guy. Okay, so hit. on idle, default expression, wave happy, attack N boss, show hit face animation. All right, phase 1 eyes 3. I think that's the wrong one, so it has to be 2 because I only have yeah, two sets. So let's make this happen. And then we will talk a little bit about how to play, how I think my version of Brawl for All should work. Obviously, for season 1 is a bit different. For season 1, it's gonna be the same thing, all right? You versus the boss, or you versus a boss, and there will be some commands. There we go. Okay. But however, this is the wrong face. Okay, so before we do anything, let's take a look. Yeah, show you guys. Okay, there we go. We got a face, we got the eyes, but it's the wrong eyes, if I'm not mistaken. So what we want to know next is, all right, so stun. When stun begin, okay, cool. Okay, sweet. Now what I want to do next is, all right, cool. Toy ape, angry face, angry eyes. Okay, eyes 1. Nope. Go back to script. Attack. Okay, so when we got hit, show hit face animation, set face 1, set eyes 2. It says 2 over here. Set eyes 2, but what eyes? Yeah, okay. So animation event. There we go. There we go. Okay, turn this thing on. Okay, avatar. Yeah, check. All right, check. And then play again. Because it shows the wrong eye. Yeah. I think it showed the wrong eye. Okay, next thing is that if the okay, cool. Okay, before we do anything, I think this should be correct, right? Yep, okay. Okay. Now, before we do anything, I need to fix a few things. Okay, sweet. Yeah, all right, cool. So this is attack eyes. This is default happy eye. Okay, cool. That means we don't have DZ right now. Okay. All right, so script-wise, everything is there. It's correct. Now, the next step is that when we attack, if we attack enough times consecutively, you will get DZ. Now, this is going to be a temporary built-in, all right? So that means it will trigger when you receive X amount of hits. Yep. So it's because this one I'm going to explain a little bit is that it's supposed to be consecutive hits. The moment you don't get hit for a short period of time, it gets reset in general. So if we go to this script right here, all right, so right now I'm going to just put 3 hits. If we get 3 hits, we will get stunned. And then when we get stun, we should show as stun face. So when stun begins, that's where we go. And then we're gonna put here. Default expression? No. No recover from stun. Because when we get stun, stun is true, and then recover from stun. Oh wait, so everything is here. It loops. Now before we go default expression, we want to have a new expression. Okay. And that's where we will build a new face. So the new face will, not say I reveal on Tuesday, we kind of have a face already, but I just want to have an extra face. All right. So that's one small little thing that I need to put on the note. Where's my note? Okay, give me a sec. Swap to this. That will be my task. I need to write this down on the fly. If not, I will forget about it. Okay, sweet. Okay, Thursday task, new dizzy face. This would be a draw. This would be a drop. 2 because we already have a drop. Yellow had a sort of approve. No commands. Just put a little bit of just some small minor proof. Okay, there we go. So we got our task. Okay, yes, this is going to be a task. That means we have 2 drops. And talking about drops, I want to check some key thing. I don't think I've put any drop lately. I need to double check. Okay, create. Drops. Okay, so we have greeting item set holder drop, season 0 drop. We have March, February. We don't have April. So I owe you guys April drop. And April drop is supposed to be the season 1. And I took 1. Ooh, wow. 1, 2. Okay, you know what? It has to drop next week. So we're gonna have 2 drops next week. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this one will run slightly a little bit over April into mid-May because technically I'm supposed to put this early of April, but I failed. Yeah. All right, cool. And in this case, it's going to be a direct drop. There is no question. I'll get everything up on Tuesday. All right, so that's the major task I need to put. Okay. I'm going to put an extra important must have 1 drop by next week. Okay, critical. This is gonna be the April. But then again, at the same time, because I release March, I have 3 drops on March. So give me a little. I'm not saying give me a little bit, like close a blind eye and give me just a little slack. Okay, so that's that. Okay, the question is, do I want to have a prismatic version? Maybe it's a bit too much, right? Okay, you know what? Slowly. At least we got this stuff. All right, go. Slowly. Don't rush. All right. So anyway, important. We're gonna do 1 drop next. Must have a drop next week because I knew I did not release a drop. Okay, now back to coding. So the key thing for this, okay, I'm gonna let it compile first, and then I'm gonna press play. So right now it will not work as intended for. Oh, where's my, yep, there we go. All right, cool. Okay. Yes, dizzy. Saw it. 1, 2. Okay. So that's one small little fix. So when we are on stun, we should not get any okay, how do I put it this way? When you got hit, it's considered invincibility, which means any hit during that animation, you won't get any hits. So we need to put this in. All right, so attack module, no, hit manager, player manager. Okay, cool. All right, got hit, cancel attack. So if you're not on hit, stun, cancel, or hit, cancel, there we go. Got hit, got stun. Now, yes, we will communicate to this guy. I'm gonna rename a few things. Okay, so first thing is we need to know if we check if avatar is in hit or stun animation. Very important. And this is how I no hit. So hit cancel, stun cancel doesn't matter. So stun cancel means, yeah, so you get stun cancel, and then what it does is up here. So when you got hit or you got stunned, you will not be able to attack, and that's the reason why that flag is there. And then yeah, okay, so this one no change. Now when you got stunned and hit, you technically will not be able to receive any of this. So what I want to do, if this is interesting though. Okay, for now we just let it be, because I want to see the reaction. So let the, okay, all right, so we're gonna replay again because I just adjust the code just a little bit and I forgot to switch my window. It's running on air. Okay, so when it hits, dish. All right, hits, dish, and then third hit, boop, and then automatically it straight away go into DZ mode. That's what I don't want. So I'm gonna look at the stuff over here. Check the perimeter. Okay, no. So I'm gonna take a look at the animator for a while. So when you get hit, it should show some stuff over here. No. Oh, stupid. Yeah, I have to select you. How do I showcase the animation? Yes, here. DZ. Okay, so get hit, get hit, get hit, and then DZ, and then go straight into get hit. All right, so that's the one we don't want. So let's check. Got stunned, got hit. All right, cool. So what we want to do is we don't want to register any of these two things when we got hit. So there we go. That's how I sort of debug stuff. Okay, hit cancel true, so we don't want to set trigger, we don't want trigger. Okay. So if it's not stun, if it's not hit and not stun, no. No. First thing, I think that we have to change this code. NN. NN. Okay, if we got hit, stun doesn't really matter. If we got stun, hit doesn't really matter. So NN. And if any of those are, that means if we are not on stun cancel, if you're not on hit cancel, then we go through the whole entire stuff over here. Now the only difference is we want to disable this guy because we already have hit animation down here. Play hit. Okay, so we copy this whole thing and then we paste it down here. Remember, we need stun cancel and hit cancel not to be in this two state. Now let's go back to here and we're gonna press play again. Now today's part is fairly simple. Yeah, no, it's gonna be fairly simple. Okay, cool. So you run. Yeah, now I realize the run is, you know what? I think the run is okay. It's not, it looks very toy-like, right? I think can be better is the run's supposed to be bounce up and down. All right, cool. Yes, got it. Let's check again. 1 hit, 2 hits, and 3rd hit. Boop. Okay, so the third hit, we need to jump into, okay, so that means the animation, because it took a little delay just to get in. We want to make sure 0, 0, and then, yeah, 0, 0. Okay, there we go. It has to be instantaneous. All right, let's do it again. All right, run. I still find it hilarious, so it feels like so off. Maybe I need to preview the run cycle again. Probably I need to modify a little bit because it looks so weird from this side. Yeah, all right, cool. Finally, it's fixed. Okay, so job 1, fix number 1 done. Now next is when we get hit. Okay. So we don't need this guy. Check avatar is not in hit and stun animation. Okay, that's the most critical thing. Okay, so when we get hit, we need to get damage. So what we want to do is go through some. So avatar manager, where is my HP? No. Attack speed, no. All right, so none. Okay, so for enemies, only enemies will have HP. So in this case, single player, I'm gonna put a hake. All right. All right, so why did I put single player over here? Okay, so single, if this is unchecked, raid mode. Not hooked up. So this thing will not show anything. All right, this is gonna be a temporary temp HP. Okay. Public. Okay, so normally I like to put max HP equals 3. Okay, so current HP, we don't do anything because we will put it somewhere there. Dead. All right, so if it's dead, we don't do anything. Now, most importantly, this is important in the player avatar manager. Hey there, Master Ice, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so this few perimeters is critical because we're gonna use a new system to track Okay. Unfortunately, I need to. Oh, I forgot to change the screen again. No wonder it's boring. Let it compile a little bit. I need to always remember to change the screen. Okay, cool. So for now, this little script over here will manage our stuff. Okay. Unfortunately, all right, we're gonna put a temp over here so that when I move it to a different script, at least this thing will get upgraded, because I need to test this on the raid mode, and we're gonna test it after this. Hopefully we have enough time. Current HP equals max HP, and then we are not dead. Okay, so all right, recover from stun cancel. Okay, cool. And every time we get hit over here, we will take some damage. So if we are not on stun and hit, take damage. So current HP minus minus. And if, all right, so now what we're going to do is we want to check if current HP is less or equals to 0, we are dead. And I know I built this for the boss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the boss script, because we're going to copy a few things. And then, yeah, I need to do some extensive tabs. So a lot of things I need to do. Oh, I just realized a lot of things I need to do. Oh my goodness. All right, let me load the boss out. Boss script. Ta-da! Okay, cool. So boss, we have, yeah, we don't care about this, we don't care about this, we don't care a lot about this. What we want to do is we want to go straight down to check surrounding. No, this is just a quick hack. We don't care about that. And there we go. This is what we want. Okay. Pop, 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 pop. Set debug mode, no, apply damage minus current HP. Boss is dead. And then we have boss is dead in terms of the raid manager. What we don't want, we want this guy over here. I just want to go through some of the things. Yep, okay. We don't care about this because we are moving away from that. Trigger that stuff here. Dead. Originally for boss. No, originally for boss. No, you know what? For enemy? Yes, for enemy. For enemy. Okay, I'm gonna put revision needed because I definitely still need to revise. Okay, now there is one small little thing, because if you realize this is not, we don't have animation over here, so the main animation is over here. So what I need to do is I need to copy this guy and put here. Revision needed. All right, cool. So when boss KO, so the fun bit is when boss KO, the AI will still continue to attack, because I did not say if the boss is dead, then do something else. So this is the part where the logic goes a little bit quite, I won't say complex, but gets a little bit tedious, because I have to make sure everything is checking each other. But first we want, like I said, we want to go baby steps, and then I'm just breaking down the things that I've built for the raid, and then let you guys see how I do my coding. Okay, there we go. Boss dead. So when boss dead, I need to put a new face over there. So there we go. And I need to boss KO animation and okay. Done. Okay. Another task to do. Okay, let me open up this fake. Okay, so we have two critical tasks. We have DZ, new DZ phase, or yeah, no, revision DZ phase. And we need a KO phase. All right. All right, cool, sweet. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. So now the thing is, when KO, this guy still attacks because it's still registered as, hey, we still have an enemy. Now I know I built in this to the raid where it will say boss is dead, move anywhere you like. So this is the point where we're gonna implement that. Okay, first we need to go to the script. I need to get a few things up and running before we do anything. And I want to get this done before end of the stream, or at least for this episode. And then that will be it, because we are kinda ready on, almost done. Hey, where is my oh boy? No. Okay, check. Yeah, where's my script? I'm finding my script. I can't. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Hold on a sec. Uh, you. Yeah. All right. Check. Okay. There we go. Okay. So boss KO done. Now what we need to do is we need to have our manager. So I already have my manager turned on. Adventure manager. Let me load the script out. So what it will tell is, says, hey, you know what? Enemy is dead. Back to roaming. All right. Make sure I'm on that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Spawn enemies. Players at target. Okay. Temp boss. Why do I say temp boss? Yeah. Just. I'm gonna switch this to enemy so that I won't get lost. Okay. Temp enemies. Boy. All right. So. I'm gonna put somewhere here. Okay, so currently I'm gonna put a note. Build is only one enemy. So the moment enemy is dead, everything else is done. So at least this round I don't really need to copy. Wait, I don't really need to copy from the raid manager. That will be tomorrow. Next week, right? Okay, yeah. Next week. I'll just build it off stream, and then hopefully it should work, because the whole entire raid adventure needs to be not say rewritten, like because of this overhaul it needs to be overhauled. All right. Enemy dead. Okay. Remove enemy from player and set to roaming. All right. Enemy dead. I don't care. Okay, player. This is player avatar manager. So what we want to do is go under the avatar manager. Hit cancel attack. No, set target. All right, cool. This is animation trigger. So that I know where it comes from. This is from game manager. All right, cool. There we go. So we're gonna put public set to Rome. Okay, copy this, and then we're gonna put it here. Player, since there's only one player at the moment, so it's a bit easy. The moment I go through the raid, the moment I go through the raid adventure for you guys, it's gonna be a big headache for me. Okay, but the scripting is about the same anyway. Okay, done. Now the only difference is from here. First we remove from, because it will be recycled anyway. It's the same thing. Null. All right, so null is nothing. AI simple Rome. Okay, so now this is where we switch to Rome. Switch to Rome. Disable roaming. Set target. Yeah, no. Set to Rome. And then all of this would be set player set to Rome, avatar manager set to Rome. Okay, we need to remove this target. So what we do is we want to double check a few things, make sure. All right, set target move to AI set destination. We don't care about that. Attack target is none. Okay, so we need to, yeah, we get this, and then remove target slash clear target. No. Okay. Beep. All right, done. So if this works, I now I'm scared. Would it work? Would it work the first time? I am, oh no, wrong one. There we go. Would it work the first time? Okay, let's try. Let's try. Because if it works, I'm super happy. I'm super happy. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Come here. We're going to smack 3 times. One smack. Come on. 1 smack. 2. And 3. Skadoosh. Done. Yeah, still. Okay. Why is it null? Okay. Now I know why. That's the reason why I throw an error. Player. Okay. On stun big. Okay. Now the most important thing on idle, on attack. Oh no, doesn't matter. This doesn't really matter because this is animation N. Expression does not change. This does not change. We need to go to the player avatar manager. Update got hit. Boss KO. And then when boss KO, we need to communicate with the game manager. And we need to put, okay, temp HP, and then we need another one. Lake. Adventure manager. Okay, done. And And then what we want to do is recover from stun set. Okay, this is from game manager. Yeah, all right, cool. Void date here. Let's make it a bit more. Yeah, all right, cool. Enemy date. Save this. Save this. Enemy date. Avatar manager. Done. Okay, sweet. Okay, got. And then what I need to do is enemy. Of course, I need to do a setup as well. And enemy. Okay, so game object, I get component player avatar manager. Now, even though this is enemy, right? But I had to use this script because I don't want to rename the script. Okay. I just don't want to. Okay, set to roam. Game manager, single player. Okay, yeah, here. Public void. Set up. Actually, I don't need. Oh yeah, I think I don't need enemy setup. I think I need. I need it. Adventure manager. Yep. Equals get. Yep. This. Oh no. Stupid. And we set up this. Okay. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. And I forgot to change. I forgot to change. Oh my goodness, I forgot to change. I forgot to change. No wonder you guys have been staring at a blank screen. Not say blank screen, unanimated. Tisk. Okay. Problem. I lost control again. Hey. Yeah, alright, cool. Okay, I think we will wrap this up once this guy goes into roaming. Yeah, once this guy goes to roaming, we'll reset. As in we are done. Push 1, push 2, and push. There we go. Yeah. So the only thing is it roams. Okay, now this is the part where I want to. So it does roam. Okay. Okay, it's roaming. Now the roaming part, I need to change a little bit because of a few things. Because we don't have, oh, okay, forgot to put a center point. There we go. Yeah, no, scene, close. Yeah, disable this. Hit once, hit 2, hit 3, dish. Communicate, and then get new location. Okay, yes. Finally, it ran somewhere else. Okay. And then if I put a new boss, it will auto attack, and that is the same exact thing when I go to the boss mode. So what we're gonna do is the next round, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a boss. The boss will spawn in the middle, and then yeah. So the next thing is, all right, so before we end, what we need to do, we need to have a few things. Okay. Do I have a boss face? Yeah, no. We need a dead face or KO face. So this is what I'm gonna bring up my checklist again. All right, checklist time. Okay, so avatar fix, everything is good. Thursday we have our drop. So Tuesday next week we're gonna have our season 0 price drop and a season 1 test run or dry run. Right, 1 week dry run, and then the following week would be the official season 1. Unfortunately, I did take quite some time to get season 1 up and running, because last week we just finished season 0. I just add on 1 extra week, did a few little things. This week I was rebuilding the whole entire thing. No, technically was on time. But we started mid-April. We started mid-April. Okay. So that's that. Revision. So we need a new DZ phase. We need a new KO phase. So next week we have a drop, and then I will put as much stuff for next week. So that's that. And that's all I have for you for today. Yeah. Didn't do much though. It feels like didn't do much over on this section. But we ran out of time. Okay, so before we really end, I would like to write a few more things as well. Okay, so stats for new game. Stats for next adventure game build. This is gonna be, let's see if we can squeeze in. All right, so season 1 will show next week. All right, so this is extra note to self. Season 1 will showcase rate build 3. All right, so what we have, our build so far. So build 1. Oh no, technically this build 2. Yeah, no, anymore. That's I think that's the fun bit right now for my stream. You guys get to see the progress, the progression for my game. Yeah. Okay. Before we really end, I know I did say a lot of times, but I just want to do a quick little recap, because we need to know how many builds we have already, and I want to okay, unfortunately some of the build I have to just throw it away. Okay, so game feature V1 rock paper scissors, too much RNG. V2 turn-based RNG light with a little attack strategy. I think that's gone already. I think a lot of these things are gone already. V2 revision B replay mode. Okay, that's for the replay mode. Proof of wait. Oh yeah. Okay, so we have a replay mode. Yeah, no. Has a snapshot taken series 2 common expression? Not yet, Nemo, not yet. So you still have a little bit more time to do that, because I have not I have not figured out what I want to do for Series 2 holders at the moment. So the snapshot is still not taken yet. I'll be upfront with you guys. So if you have something that you have not collected, yeah, you still can collect. I will definitely announce the once I know what to do for series 2 special for you guys. Then I will announce. It has to be within these few months as well. So hang in there. I had too much stuff. Not say too much stuff. I want to do something cool for series 2 as well, and I just didn't have time to figure it out what to do. I spent way too much time on game dev. Yeah, so no, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. It's still in my back pocket. Right. That's why I'm going through all this thing right now. Yeah, alright, cool. I know, yeah, on one end I know I keep on pushing and delaying. I don't really like it. Truth to be told, I don't really like it, but I did promise to so we have March, April. Okay, you know what? You guys should hold me accountable for this. By May, I should have at least something for Series 2 set holders. All right. If I did not, you guys should should just bug me a little bit. All right. If you see me on stream, that keep asking what happened to Series 2. Okay. So keep me accountable. I want to put this out at least at the end of May. That's my goal. Because we have already series 1 over here. I have some shaders that is cool already, so I think I could push out a little bit. I just need, yeah, just hold me accountable, right? Just bug me on stream. Yeah, because right now a lot of things I'm trying to do is very time sensitive, and I do sometimes forgotten about it because it wasn't upfront in my face. Okay. So that's that. Where's my revision? Thursday, no. Raid setup, spawn on command, placeholder. Okay, so raid build 1. All right, so we have raid v1 combining. All right, so that's where we are on week 5. Combine the adventure and gameplay. Okay. Season 0 testing phase, Primal Paradise. I will announce all these things. And then here we go. This is the reason why I don't have anything for you guys yet, because I need the season to go up so that I have some free time to do all these things. So series 1 Greeting Island set holder, yeah, that's where I put the task. So it has been 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, it's been a while. You know what? I think that's it. That's all I have for you for this stream. Officially, this is done. This episode, right? Episode 14 is done. I just want to find out what build is this right now that I can put. So season 0 testing phase. With that, I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place, 9 p.m. PT time, every Tuesday and Thursday on Twitch. And for those who are watching on YouTube, yes, this video will go up on YouTube. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. And to close this episode, so this is the first official having 2 separate games. No, instead of having 2 separate games, this is combined adventure style rewards. All right, so a lot of things I found out that is not good. So devlog 5. I would put a small little note over here. Refer to 5. All right, there we go. And then I need to rewrite some of this stuff as well. Oh my goodness, I got a few things I need to rewrite. Okay, this is good. 12, 13, and 14. I need to rewrite. That's it. That's it. All right, see you guys.